Maple Hollow had always been a quiet town, the kind of place where people left their doors unlocked, where everyone knew each other's name. But after Daniel Reeves vanished, that piece cracked like thin glass. Every porch light in the neighborhood became a beacon of fear. Parents held their children a little closer, and the Reeves house, once filled with laughter, now sat silent, wrapped in yellow police tape and unanswered questions. 3 days after Daniel disappeared, a neighbor named Mr. Coleman called the police. He said he'd heard noises, faint metallic scraping, coming from the Reeves' backyard shed. At first, the officers thought it was just animals, but when they pried the door open, a cold gust of air hit them like a wave of dread. Inside, it was dark, darker than it should have been. Dust floated through the flashlight beams, and then they saw it, a map pinned to the wall, red strings connecting dozens of faces, classmates, teachers, even Daniel's own family. Next to it were notebooks, pages filled with cramped handwriting. The words repeated over and over. "They lied to me. They all lied." Detective Carla Mendes froze. She'd seen obsession before, but this felt different, methodical, personal. She whispered to the officer beside her. He wasn't running from something. He was preparing for it. Back at the police station, digital forensic analysts combed through Daniel's computer. It took hours to even access the files. Most were encrypted, hidden, but what they did find was chilling. Hundreds of screenshots from online message boards, usernames, chat logs, and disturbing phrases under an alias that matched Daniel's writing style. He called himself Silent Witness 17. He had conversations about purity, truth, and betrayal. One message stood out. "You can't fix what's broken by pretending it's normal. Sometimes the only way to clean a wound is to cut deeper." It wasn't just anger. It was belief. While the police pieced together evidence, Susan Reeves sat at the kitchen table of her sister's house, staring at her son's photo. The smile on his face in that picture, soft, innocent, was the same smile she saw every morning before school. She couldn't reconcile it with what the police were saying. "They're wrong," she whispered. "Daniel's not a monster." She remembered him helping Emily with her homework, carrying groceries for the old woman next door, staying up late to study. How could that same boy create something so dark? Tears slid down her cheeks. She didn't even notice when Detective Mendes entered the room. "Mrs. Reeves," the detective said gently, "we just need to understand Daniel's state of mind. Anything you can tell us, anything at all, might help." Susan shook her head. "He was fine. He was just quiet. That's all." But deep down, she remembered things, moments she had brushed off. Nights when Daniel stayed up long after everyone went to bed. The time she found strange drawings under his mattress. The way he flinched when his father raised his voice. Those memories now clawed at her like ghosts demanding to be seen. Mark Reeves hadn't spoken much since Daniel disappeared. He sat in their living room, staring at the empty space where Daniel's sneakers used to sit by the door. He blamed himself. He had always been the strict one, the father who believed discipline could solve anything. When Daniel became withdrawn, Mark thought it was just teenage mood swings. Now, looking back, he realized he had missed the signs. "I pushed him too hard," he said quietly to the detective. "I just wanted him to be strong." Detective Mendes didn't respond. Some silences are too heavy to fill. Later that week, investigators returned to the shed. They wanted to catalog everything. Every note, every scrap of paper. That's when Officer Ryan Keller found something new. Behind a loose wooden panel in the wall, he discovered a small metal box. Inside was a black notebook, its cover scratched and torn. The first page read, "If they won't listen, I'll make them see." Every entry was a window into Daniel's mind. Confusion, betrayal, obsession. He wrote about feeling invisible, about how everyone wore masks and lied about who they were. The final entry stopped everyone cold. "When the day comes, they'll finally understand why I had to disappear." Detective Mendes sat down for an interview with local news that night. Her eyes were tired. Behind her, a whiteboard filled with Daniel's photos loomed like a haunting reminder. "Was this planned?" the reporter asked. Mendes hesitated. "Yes and no." Something triggered him, something close to home. We believe Daniel may have felt betrayed by someone he trusted. The reporter leaned forward. Do you think he's still alive? Mendes looked down. I think Daniel Reeves is out there, and I think he still has a plan. Rumors spread faster than truth. Some people said Daniel had been spotted near the river. Others claimed he was seen watching the house from the woods. None of it could be proven. Maple Hollow began locking its doors again. Parents walked their kids to school. Teachers whispered about the perfect student who fooled them all. But amid the fear, there was something else, pity, because for many, Daniel wasn't a monster. He was a tragedy. A reminder how easily a quiet cry for help can be mistaken for silence. Late one night, Daniel's younger sister Emily came to Detective Mendes, holding something in her hands. A flash drive. I found this in his drawer, she said softly. I was scared to open it. When the team loaded it up, they found video files, personal recordings. Daniel, sitting in his room, talking directly to the camera. In one clip, his voice trembled. They don't see me. They never have. But soon they will. The final video ended with him whispering, I'm not gone. I'm just beginning.